Okay, this is how you make a dynamic quiz, an adaptive quiz. You're going to go to my ATI. You're going to choose Test, Learning Systems 3.0. At the very top, you're going to see Dynamic Quizzes. You have option of choosing adaptive quizzes or quizzes by category. If you choose adaptive quizzes, you will have a list of topic areas, and your test bank, you have a total of 2,910 ATI questions to choose from. You can choose all of them, unanswered questions, or incorrect questions. And then these are all the subject areas that you can choose from. So you can do fundamentals, medical surgical, any specific system that you may be currently working on. If you have a practice test or a proctor test in a specific area, it may be good to choose a subject area related to what you're going to be tested on. Okay, so I'm going to choose fundamentals. I'm going to choose all up here, question type. So from fundamentals, you can see I have 398 questions. So I'm going to go down here to this next section. You have two options. You can either use test mode. Okay, this is what you would use if you were just using it as simulating as taking a regular test. If you're doing it, this option, you don't get the answer immediately. If you're doing study mode, you will get your answer and an explanation of it as you go along and take the test. If you do choose to use test mode, you will have an opportunity to go back and review your answers. You can choose how long. 60 seconds is recommended because that's how long you have per question on the NCLEX and in school. And that's how long you'll have on your comprehensive predictor. So you can choose how many questions. The recommendation is that you do 5 questions a day. So you put in 5, you're going to create your exam. Okay, and then you're going to go through, answer your questions. I'm just going to, randomly pick an answer just so we can see what it looks like once we've completed it. Okay, submit for grading. Okay, it's going to show me that I just got 1 right. I'm going to review my responses. Okay, and this is where you have the opportunity to go and look, and where it says show explanation. Okay, so it's going to go through specifically and explain what the answer is and why it's correct. Okay, and then you could do that for each question. And then you can also have a report. Okay, this is a report where it says exactly, you got basically 1 right, I guess. Okay. So let's go back. You can also go through and look at all your exams. So if you want to go back through old exams and review your answers, you can certainly do that as well. Okay, so if we go just to review again, so say you're doing this frequently, you want to choose unanswered questions so that when you go to the bank, See, you can see here, we started out with fundamentals 398. If I switch it to unanswered, it's going to go down to 391. Okay, so you can go through and do it so that you're not repeating questions until you get through all the questions in the bank. Okay. The other option is quiz by category. Okay, it looks pretty much the same thing. Okay. So you're pretty much doing the same thing. It's just a different, takes you there a different way. Okay, so that's how you create your own adaptive dynamic quizzes. Again, it's recommended that you do about 5 a day. Okay, if you just get in the habit of doing them regularly. You can also increase the amount of questions. If you're preparing for a proctored exam, you may want to include like 60 questions just so that you build up your endurance as far as being able to take that amount of questions in that particular amount of time. For anybody who's getting closer to taking their comprehensive predictor, you may want to create a 180 question test so you can sit down and, again, develop the endurance to be able to take that long of a test in that time frame. Okay, that's it. Thank you.